Another sign of your arrival in a big way is that I know for a fact that you did this great crossover with All My Children. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. We saw the ladies go to LA, but I know that
Are you starting again?
Yeah. I think you'll be working that into a show pretty soon.
Yeah, it has to come in at one point. Yeah.
But I know that ABC knocked on your door to get that crossover going.
Oh, really?
You know,
Yeah.
Long-established show wanted to catch some of your heat.
Those
Can you
were
talk about that, Suzanne?
Fun episodes.
Oh,
so crazy.
really fun.
Oh my
And
God.
they had such a good time.
Yes.
Oh, that was so gay.
Yes, yeah. No,
They
Susan
really
Lucci is.
Susan Lucci should have her own show. I mean, she should be a
she's
sitcom.
really very
She's
funny.
amazing.
Yeah.
She was funny.
She was
And
great.
Michael was really funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they had so much fun with us, and they kept saying, "Oh my God, you guys take so long to do one show. Are you really rehearsing like for days?" He said, "Yeah, and they keep rewriting and even making it better and better." And they were just stunned. And I went to do an episode of All My Children as Victoria Chase. That was what was in the credits. And I played Gertie Stein.
The best dressed maid ever.
The best dressed maid ever. I was her maid who was summarily fired about 5 minutes after I arrived and then became a bartender. I didn't understand the plot line, but I came back to my home base with my friends and said, "Oh my God, we are so lucky. They shoot like 110 pages a day.
Yeah.
And we shoot a script that's what, normally about 30
pages
a week. So these guys really just have to, you know, churn it out. And I think they had such a lovely, graceful, relaxed, enjoyable time when they came to us. But they were really good sports.
Very good. That was pretty brave of Susan to just be able to really play on her character.
And she played Susan Lucci. Yeah. And she's actually very sweet.
She's a very sweet woman.
But she's tiny. Her leg is as big as my arm.
It's true.
It's not right.
It's true. Yeah, big.
Did that surprise you, Suzanne, though, that you know,
A little. Well,
no, not Susan Lucci, but that ABC would come knocking
Yeah,
on your
no,
door?
it was fabulous. It was so great because I was such a big fan of All My Children when I was a teenager that watching these people come, like Susan Lucci showing up and, you know.
And
Tad the Cad was very exciting. It really made you feel like, wow, I'm in Hollywood doing this. So it was.
But they were so game, and
Oh my
they
gosh!
just loved it. And
Yeah,
we just had a
they don't get a lot of laughs when they do that show, so they
Fire.
were.
Very good.
And unusual that, you know, a crossover between two wholly
A soap
separately
opera and
owned
a sitcom.
companies, not
But two different companies.
right.
Yeah,
Viacom
networks
and
and-
Yeah.
yeah.
How does that at work?
I think it was a
I don't
first.
know. My head started to hurt about all the different.
Yeah, mine too.
I think if not a first, very rare.
Yeah.
Very rare for that level of crossover. But obviously, the All My Children people wanted it to happen, and so did you.
Yeah.
And the LA episodes also brought great dimension to your characters. You got a glimpse of Melanie's life in LA. And
You had a great
You
hat.
got to run amok. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But were those? Did you have?
She wouldn't let us actually try and get Robert Redford. I mean, he might have done it.
She doesn't
Who
want to
knows?
meet him.
She doesn't
She
actually
has a
want
big
to meet
crush on
Mr.
him.
Redford, right?
Well, I have taken this poor man's name in vain so many times. I'm really getting paranoid about it because he's a very quiet, shy, not shy, but I mean he's
Private.
He's not
Private.
an outgoing person, and so one day I came home and I picked up the mail and there was a letter in there saying. It was right after I got the Lifetime Achievement Award from SAG. And this letter said, "Dear Miss White, Robert Redford asked me to extend his congratulations on you." And I thought, oh, somebody's putting me on, sure. But the stationery was legitimate and all that. And he wrote a poem, a 6-stanza poem.
Oh my gosh.
About congratulating and all, and I won't tell you what the last 2 lines were, but they were pretty funny.
She told us.
But I wrote him back a big thank you, and I said, please, I promise, I won't promise not to take your name, continue to take your name in vain, unless you don't find it fun. If you don't, well, and he sent me a picture saying, guess who? And it was Robert. I think he's such a, it's not just a crush on a movie star. It's a respect for somebody who cares about our environment, who has done so much for the film industry, who has done so much. Those are the things that I fell in love with. And just the fact that I talk about him, I'm trying to move myself up in class.